So the hero of the story, Rennaro, is so terrifying that anyone who sees him immediately turns their face away in fear. Boys even wet their pants just looking at him. One day, while he was on his way to school, a lot of people were scared just seeing him. But then, on the way, some of his school friends appeared. They were getting into a fight with some other guys. Those thugs were deliberately picking a fight with Rennaro's friends just so they could have some fun and meet Rennaro. They asked his friend, "Hey, where's that scary guy from your class?" His friend replied, "Bro, don't worry, he's about to arrive." Right after that, Rennaro showed up. When the two thugs turned around and saw him, his face looked so horrifying that they got terrified and instantly ran away. After that, Rennaro started scolding his friends. "You idiots! Stop fighting like this!" His friends replied, "Man, all this happens because of you. You beat someone up. That's why they came after us." Rennaro said, "Dude, I don't remember anything like that." Then he started telling them about the previous night. There was a couple fighting. The girl slapped the boy and left. Rennaro thought the guy must have felt bad, so he went to give him some sympathy. But the moment the guy saw Rennaro's face, he got extremely scared. His friend said, "Obviously, bro. If you approach someone at night, of course they'll get scared. After all, you're that terrifying. And one more thing I'll tell you. The boys' college and the girls' college were separate but right next to each other, and the main thing is that boys and girls hated each other a lot. I'm telling you this now because you'll understand in a bit." So our hero's group was walking toward school, and a group of girls passed by them. One girl dropped her handkerchief, and a guy picked it up to give it to her. But the girl said, "Now that your hand has touched it, I'm not taking it," and insulted him badly before leaving. Rennaro's friends started saying among themselves that these girls will never improve. There's still so much anger in them. After that, we're told a bit about the school. The girls' school was very rich, you could say really posh girls studied there. But the boys' school was like a government school. Their future was basically going to be spent selling vegetables. That's why the girls hated the boys so much. Honestly, our guys aren't bad at all. The girls just have unnecessary misunderstandings. You people can understand. Like you and I are very decent, but girls think we're totally useless. After that, we also learned that curtains were always drawn in the girls' school, so they wouldn't have to see any boy's face. See how much the girls hate them? To be honest, bro, the same thing used to happen in my school too. They put curtains between boys and girls. School life was ruined. Then the boys planned to go to a karaoke place, but Rennaro refused. He had to go home early. When he reached home, his mom started shouting, "Why are you so late?" Rennaro said, "Mom, school is very far, and it was raining today too, so I got late. Plus, you know I'm useless at this work, and no one comes to the restaurant because of me." His mom said, "No problem. There's only one customer here right now, and it's raining, so not many people will come anyway. I know you can handle it." Then his mom left. After that, Rennaro put on the bakery outfit and started explaining. "My family runs a bakery and sometimes there's a staff shortage, so I have to work here too. By the way, I haven't told my friends that we have a bakery shop." Then Rennaro thought, Mom said there's one customer, and when he looked around, he saw a girl sitting there with a huge number of plates in front of her. He was wondering how such a small girl could eat so much. The girl also looked at Rennaro, they made eye contact, and she got so nervous that a piece of cake got stuck in her throat. Rennaro quickly brought her water. He thought to himself, I think she's a middle school girl. How can she eat so much? The girl got really flustered, said thank you, and ran away. Rennaro thought again. Probably she got scared seeing my face. Then his mom started telling him about the girl. Her name is Waguri, and she's been coming to our shop for a long time. Rennaro said, Mom, I don't think she'll come back now. She got scared of me. His mom said, Don't judge everyone the same way. She doesn't judge people by their looks. And stop taking responsibility for everything. If she doesn't come to our shop, I'll forcibly bring her here. After that, Rennaro is shown in class still thinking about all this. He was literally thinking, I'll go to middle school, and if I see that girl there, I'll apologize to her. Then his friends came and said, Let's eat together today. Rennaro said, I'm not in the mood today, you guys eat, and left. Then one guy said, You know, Rennaro deliberately tries to keep distance from people. He thinks he's not good at all. so he tries to stay away from everyone. After that, Rennaro thought he should go to the girl, but then canceled the plan, thinking, what if she gets scared seeing me again? Then Rennaro is shown at home. His mom comes into the room and says, Waguri wants to meet you. Finally, Rennaro meets Waguri. He was about to apologize, but Waguri said, first let's eat something. They sat face to face at the table, and Rennaro was literally thinking, this girl wants to treat me inside my own shop. Then Waguri said, sorry, I ran away yesterday without saying anything, and she wanted to feed Rennaro cake as an apology. Rennaro said, you eat first, I eat all the time. They did a little playful banter. Then Waguri started eating cake and said, it feels really weird, but honestly, the cake here is amazing. Rennaro felt really happy inside watching her eat. Then Waguri said, yesterday you must have been really surprised seeing so many cakes in front of me. Rennaro denied it, but inside he was like, yes. Waguri said, it was raining yesterday too, so I thought let's eat 1 or 2 more cakes. That's why I stayed. Then they asked each other's names. Waguri was talking to Rennaro very nicely, and Rennaro thought, this is the first person who wants to meet me on their own and isn't scared of me at all. After Mom, she's the first person. Then Waguri said, honestly, I didn't run away because of your face. And it's not like it was my first time at your shop, or that you helped me for the first time. You probably never noticed me. Rennaro thought, yeah, maybe I never noticed. Then Rennaro suddenly shouted, then why did you run yesterday? His mom and another lady at the shop said, speak a little softly. Kids don't shout like that. Waguri told him, it was the first time a boy stared at me for so long, so I felt really shy and ran away. Hearing this, Rennaro got super flustered. Usually when someone sees him, they run away in fear, but this was the first girl who ran away out of shyness. Then they made eye contact again and both started blushing a lot. After that, Rennaro said, it's gotten really late. I'll drop you to the station. Waguri said, I have to place a cake order, and went to order. A while later, Rennaro asked, are you really going alone? It's very late and the station is far. Waguri said, don't worry, and don't even think I ran away because I was scared of you. Honestly, I wasn't scared of you at all. Thank you so much for talking to me so nicely. Then she left. Rennaro came to his room and was blushing a lot. Literally the first time a girl had spoken to him so nicely. Rennaro was thinking, since childhood everyone has rejected me. But he kept remembering Waguri saying her heartbeat went really fast when he was looking at her, and thinking about all this he was blushing even more. Then his mom came into the room and said, Waguri said she forgot something here. She hasn't gone far yet. Go quickly and give it to her. Then we see 2 guys harassing Waguri, saying, you're really cute. Hi, what's your name? You're super cute. Let's go have some fun. Then we see Rennaro running at full speed looking for Waguri. He looked everywhere but couldn't find her. Then his eyes fell on those 2 guys. They were the same ones who were troubling his friends in the morning. They started saying to Waguri, what were you doing with Rennaro? He's so ugly, you can't possibly be his girlfriend. They kept insulting Rennaro a lot and told her to stay away from him or she'd get into trouble. Rennaro wanted to help but got scared that Waguri might think he's the same kind of guy. His school is bad, he looks bad too. Waguri asked, are you telling the truth? Hearing this, Rennaro got even more scared. Then Waguri said, you heard a few things and started judging him? If you talk to him, you'll know what a good guy he is. You 2 are useless for spreading wrong rumors about others. One of the guys got really angry and was about to punch Waguri. But right at that moment Rennaro arrived and took the punch himself. He got a small injury on his head. Rennaro said, what exactly did you want to do with her? Seeing him, both guys got terrified and ran away instantly. Waguri got really scared and started apologizing a lot. Everything happened because of me. Please forgive me. Rennaro said, you don't need to apologize. Their punch didn't affect me at all. My head just hit the wall a bit, that's why there's a little blood. Don't worry. In a way, he said, this was a good punishment for me. Waguri asked, what do you mean? You could have dodged that punch. He said, yes, I could have, but I didn't fully trust you. I thought you'd be like the other girls who think badly of me. But that's not the case. And he also started apologizing a lot to Waguri. Waguri said, "It's not your fault. You shouldn't apologize." Rennaro thought to himself, this girl is really good. She thinks a guy like me is good. She's an amazing girl. Then while cleaning his wound, Waguri said, "I really don't understand why everyone is so scared of you. You're such a good person." She said, "Sorry, I forgot to say, thank you so much for saving my life." At that moment she looked so cute, like an Apsara had come down to earth. Rennaro thought, I'm so weird, because of others I kept pushing myself back. But today for the first time someone thanked me. Honestly, I want to hear these things even more. Then Rennaro went to drop her at the station. They talked a bit. Waguri left, and while leaving she said, "Rennaro, next time I come to your shop, we'll sit and eat cake together." Bro, she made my heartbeat go crazy again. She looked so cute at that moment. The next day, Rennaro is shown in his class. He was really nervous, hadn't slept all night, just thinking about Waguri. Then Rennaro looked toward the girls' college. The curtains were drawn, but he noticed someone trying to open a curtain. The curtain opened, and the student who opened it was Waguri. Again, bro, eye contact. Both got shocked and kept staring at each other for a long time. As soon as Rennaro realized, he quickly closed his class curtain and got lost in thought. He was thinking about Waguri, that she wasn't scared of him at all while everyone else is, and she's also a regular customer at his shop. But the biggest problem for Rennaro was that she was from their biggest rival school, Kiyo High, and I've already explained how great the friendship is between the two schools. Then Rennaro was narrating that even today while coming home from school, the girls were looking at us really weirdly. Then his other friends also came and started talking about that school. Osami, bro, was literally being really bad, trash-talking a lot, but Rennaro's mind was somewhere else. He was thinking about Waguri. He thought, I really did something stupid. I assumed so many things about Waguri. Then Osami said, "Bro, is something wrong with you? The moment you look at Kiyo High School, you start acting really weird." Rennaro got shocked and said, "Bro, are you crazy? Why would I act like that?" Then everyone in class started looking at him. He spoke a bit loudly. Seeing this, his friends also got shocked and said, "Bro, you overreacted to that." Then the teacher was teaching, and all those thoughts were still running in Rennaro's mind. Now I really don't think Waguri-san will ever come to our restaurant again. Now she knows the truth about me. In a way, this will be good for us. If people find out she comes to our restaurant, they'll think badly of her. All sorts of thoughts were coming to his mind, and the guy was really troubled. Then Osami said, "Bro, you're free today, right? Since you're free, we can go somewhere." Rennaro literally said, "Yes, bro. I'm completely free today." Hearing this, all his friends got really shocked. Then they came outside and got super shocked. Everyone was looking in only one direction. They thought, "Bro, what's happening here?" Then they also went to see, and literally everyone got shocked. Waguri was waiting for someone standing right next to the boys' school. Seeing this, Rennaro got super shocked, and the other boys started saying, "Bro, what are Kiyo High girls doing in front of our school?" Rennaro also thought, "Bro, who has she come to meet?" Then Osami went to Waguri and started shouting at her. "How dare you come in front of our school?" Waguri got really scared, and Osami started scaring her even more, saying all sorts of things. But then Rennaro came, picked him up and said, "You should talk to girls properly." Then he also started apologizing to Waguri. Waguri said, "You don't need to apologize at all." Then Osami started crying a lot and said, "Forgive me. I shouted at you too much." Then all the other Kiyo High girls also arrived and got really scared. They were terrified thinking what these guys might do to them. Then they took Waguri and started leaving. Osami said, "You shouldn't leave like this. First apologize." Literally, bro, those girls first pushed Osami and gave really dirty looks, like they were thugs from a South Indian movie, and took Waguri away. Waguri was still looking at Rennaro. Then the boys' group also started leaving. At that time, Osami was really angry, and Rennaro thought, "Bro, what exactly was happening there? Was she perhaps here to meet me?" Then he thought, "Why would she come to meet me? I'm thinking too much wrong." Then Osami looked at Rennaro, got really shocked and said, "Bro, your face looks really weird." The others also started talking, and Rennaro said, "You don't need to talk nonsense. Then Rennaro also thought, bro, what's happening to me? Am I maybe happy? No way, why would I be happy? Honestly, I shouldn't think about all these things right now. I should just spend my normal life. Honestly, bro, this anime gives a total South Indian movie vibe. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Then they went to karaoke to enjoy, and Osami was singing. Bro, he was singing really well. Then Saku asked, Rennaro, have you chosen your song? Rennaro said, yes, bro. Give me 5 more minutes. Osami got a 90 score for singing and said, honestly, I could have scored even better. Saku noticed Rennaro very carefully and said, bro, do you have any problem? Whether now, before, or ever. If you have any problem, you can share it with us. Saku had figured out that Rennaro was hiding something from them. There was an injury on his head, he was making weird faces, and he had become lost in thought. Rennaro also started thinking a lot. He had talked to Waguri, felt really good talking to her. If he told his friends all this, the atmosphere would become really weird, and who knows what they would think about him. That's why Rennaro didn't tell his friends anything. Rennaro said, I told you, you don't need to worry. I'm completely fine. Then everyone started enjoying again. Then everyone asked, bro, have you decided which song you'll sing? He said, I still haven't decided. Then Osami said, bro, I'll pick your song. Rennaro said, bro, are you crazy? Then Rennaro apologized to Saku for making weird faces. Saku said, bro, what can I even do about you now? Then Rennaro said, okay, fine. Then I'm going to sing. In the next scene, finally Rennaro reached home, and his restaurant was still open. He thought, it's already closing time, why is it still open? As soon as he entered, the guy got super shocked because Waguri was waiting for him there. Waguri literally welcomed Rennaro back at his own restaurant. Then Rennaro asked, why exactly are you here? Waguri first apologized on behalf of her friends for what happened that morning. Rennaro said, you don't need to apologize. Then his mom said, oh, you're here. You're really late today, and you know Waguri has been waiting for you for so long. Then she told Waguri, if you're not late, spend a little more time here. I'll bring a really nice cake for you. Then a sound came from Waguri's stomach. She's a total cake maniac. You already know that very well. Then Rennaro and his mom started laughing a lot there. Waguri said, Rennaro, dude, don't laugh like that. I'm feeling really embarrassed. Rennaro said, please forgive me for this. Then Rennaro asked, can we both sit and eat cake together? Hearing this, Waguri got really happy. In the next scene, we see Waguri eating cake. She loved it. Rennaro thought she really looked super cute while eating cake. Then Waguri asked, your friend, is he okay? Rennaro said, oh, you're talking about Osami. Don't worry about him. Then Rennaro asked, what exactly were you doing at the gate? Waguri said, oh, I was waiting for you there. Hearing this, Rennaro got really shocked. Then Waguri started apologizing again, and Rennaro said, you don't need to apologize. Then very shyly he said, when I met you for the first time and you talked to me, I felt really good at that time. And in a way he didn't complete his whole sentence, but Waguri understood everything. Then both realized something and started blushing a lot. Then Rennaro started saying, honestly, I got really scared. I thought now you'll never meet me again. Waguri asked, why would that happen? Rennaro started explaining, you know how many problems there are between our two schools. I thought since you're in Kiyo High, now you'll never meet me. Then Waguri said, honestly, I became really happy when I found out you study in that school. And then she got really sad and said, okay, fine. It's gotten really late now. I should leave. Hearing her words and seeing her reaction, Rennaro got really shocked. Then Waguri started leaving and said, honestly, I really like knowing about you. Thank you so much for the cake. And literally while leaving she looked really sad. Rennaro wasn't paying attention to her words but to her face. Rennaro still couldn't understand what exactly had happened. Then his mom came and asked, where did Waguri go? Literally, seeing Rennaro's face, his mom got really scared because Rennaro looked exactly like a zombie right now.
Then Rennaro told his mom everything. Rennaro was really flustered. Then suddenly his mom slapped him on the head. She also got really angry and started saying, Tell me, how do you feel when you see Waguri? In a way, Rennaro started thinking, honestly, when she spends time with me, I feel really good. But I don't want her to have any problem because of me. Our school's image is really bad, and because of me, she might get into trouble. All sorts of things were going on in his mind. Then he had a realization. He first punched himself hard in the face, literally so powerful that blood started coming from his nose. Seeing this, his mom also got really shocked and said, "Are you crazy? What kind of antics are these?" She said, "You shouldn't have done that." Rennaro said, Mom, you said the right thing. Now everything is clear to me," and thanked his mom a lot. Then the next day, we see Rennaro waiting for Waguri. Then Waguri came and got really shocked seeing Rennaro. Then Waguri said, "What happened to your face?" Rennaro didn't reply and said, "Please forgive me. I hurt you a lot." Waguri said, "You don't need to apologize. I should apologize." And then she sat down. She felt really bad. She said, "I left without saying anything, and I know after that you must have overthought a lot." Funny thing, here Waguri thought she didn't say anything while leaving, so Rennaro must have felt really bad, while totally different things were going on in Rennaro's mind. Dude, what a cute moment. Honestly, their pair is super cute. Right now, all these things were going on in Rennaro's mind. What will happen if our friends find out we talk to each other? Basically, it all comes down to the school problem again. Rennaro thought a lot more and started saying, "Honestly, when I saw you for the first time, after that I felt really good when you talked to me. And after that I felt even better." Hearing this, Waguri also got really happy there. Then Waguri started telling her name again, and Rennaro said, "Yes, I know your name." Waguri said, "Your name is Rennaro, and honestly, our friends' opinions shouldn't matter to us, and I want to know a lot about you." Hearing all this, Rennaro also got really shocked. Then Rennaro was going inside the class, and all of Waguri's words were running in his mind. Rennaro thought, in a way, Waguri is not wrong at all. We shouldn't care what our friends say about us. Then Rennaro started looking toward his window, and on the other side, Waguri also removed the curtain, saw Rennaro, and got really happy. Rennaro was also looking at Waguri and said, "Honestly, I also want to know a lot about you, Waguri-san." Then Rennaro said, "Right now it feels like I'm becoming part of a world that I couldn't become part of until now." Inside the class, Rennaro and Osami's condition was really bad because their classroom AC wasn't working. Osami said, "Let's go to the staff room and get the AC turned on." Then both started going toward the staff room. Osami told Rennaro, "We should do something fun." Suddenly an idea came to Osami's mind, and he excitedly told Rennaro, "There's a sports festival this month too. Why don't we participate and win? It will be really fun." Then in the staff room they met Suka-chan. Suka-chan straight up said, "You two cannot participate in the sports festival." Hearing this, Osami got a huge shock. Osami asked, "Why can't we participate?" Suka-chan replied, "Any student who fails the midterm exams will have to withdraw their name from the sports festival." Osami said, "Then it seems impossible for us to pass." Suka-chan said, "Then that means you won't be able to participate." Osami said, "We'll work really hard, but at least give us some reward for our hard work." Hearing this, Suka thought for a bit and said, "If you guys win the sports festival, I'll buy you ice cream." Hearing this, Osami got really happy. But after going to class, Osami started going crazy with tension, because to win the sports festival, they have to pass the midterm exams. Just hearing the name of midterm exams ruined Osami's mood. Osami requested Saku to teach him, but Saku straight up refused because last year also Saku had taught Rennaro and Osami, and both failed. In anger, Osami told Saku, "Now I understand. You want us not to participate in the sports festival? Fine, we don't need you." As soon as Osami said this, a lot of tension started between Saku and Osami, and both started arguing. Then Rennaro got a message from his mom. His mom said today is discount day, and she wants Rennaro to invite Waguri too. After thinking for a bit, Rennaro invited Waguri, but Waguri refused, saying she's very busy and can't come to the shop. Rennaro didn't feel good that Waguri wasn't coming to the shop, but he thought, why am I feeling disappointed because of this? Then Osami said, "We have to go to the library." Osami took Rennaro to a library outside school. After studying there for a while, both couldn't understand what was written in the book. Rennaro said, "Looks like we need Saku's help because last year only he helped us." But Osami said, Last year he helped us a lot, yet we failed, which still makes me feel really bad. Rennaro explained to Osami, Saku wants to help us, and he's also interested in sports day, but he doesn't want to accept it. Hearing this, Osami got a little surprised and said, Are you really Rennaro? Rennaro replied, What difference does it make? We just have to focus on winning. Then Osami went to convince Saku and said, I'm interested in the sports festival because you'll be there too. I'll quickly go get him. Rennaro started studying alone. Then two small girls came who couldn't find seats. Seeing them, Rennaro vacated his seat and left. The girls noticed and talked among themselves. He vacated the seat for us, and we didn't even get a chance to thank him. While leaving the library, Rennaro felt he heard Waguri's voice. He saw Waguri studying with her friend. Listening to their conversation, Rennaro noticed that Waguri was talking very relaxed with her friend. From the conversation, Rennaro learned that Waguri tops her class. Hearing this, Rennaro got really impressed with Waguri. After leaving the library, Rennaro started thinking about Waguri. Waguri is truly an amazing girl. She tops even in a school like Kiyo High, and here I am, not even a topper in a government-type school. Rennaro closed his eyes and lay down on the bench. As soon as he opened his eyes, he saw Waguri standing in front of him. Seeing Waguri, Rennaro got a little shocked and said, I thought you were studying inside. Waguri said, I knew it was you. It's been a long time since we met. When I was studying inside, I thought it was you who passed by the glass. Rennaro moved aside. Waguri sat down and said, You invited me, but even then I won't be able to come to your shop on discount day. I want to say sorry for that. Rennaro said, What's there to be sorry about? Anyway, there's a discount day every month at the shop. Waguri said, Next month I'll definitely come to the shop and save some money from my part-time job. Hearing this, Rennaro got shocked and said, You do a part-time job even though you're so rich? Waguri started laughing and said, Are you a little crazy? Actually, I got a scholarship at Kiyo High School. That's why I always have to get good marks. I always come first. When I started studying at Kiyo High School, I felt really proud of myself. Hearing this, Rennaro realized how wrong his perspective about Waguri was. Rennaro was judging Waguri as a rich girl, and he hates people who judge others without knowing them. Thinking this, Rennaro felt bad. Rennaro told Waguri, Waguri, can you help me a little with my studies? If I fail the midterm exams, I'll be in big trouble. Only help if you're free. Waguri said, If I have time, I'll definitely help you. Let's both give our best together. They continued their conversation. After a while, Waguri said, Now I have to go back because my friend will be coming back from the shop. But Waguri's friend Subaru was watching Waguri talking to Rennaro. She said, Waguri, who is this person? Rennaro noticed that this girl had silver hair and thought, Is she a foreigner? She looks really cool right now. But as soon as Subaru noticed Rennaro, she got irritated and said, Looks like you're from Chidori school. I would appreciate if you don't even look near Waguri because I don't want any Chidori person to come close to Waguri. Waguri tried to calm Subaru down. Then Rennaro's friends also arrived there. As soon as they saw two Kiyo High girls standing near Rennaro, Osami and Saku got irritated. Osami said, What do you want from Rennaro? I don't think Rennaro himself would start talking to Kiyo High girls. Subaru told Waguri, We should leave from here because we don't need to waste time with these wild people. But then Osami came close to Waguri and said, Looks like I've seen you somewhere before. Suddenly Subaru told Osami to stay back, and Rennaro also stopped Osami. Osami said, Rennaro, what are you doing? I was just talking. Subaru started leaving with Waguri, but Saku said, Did you forget so quickly the question we just asked you? Looks like Kiyo High girls are way more stupid than I thought. Subaru got irritated and said, Are you talking about this? Saku said, You'll have to use your brain to know that, but looks like you're short of that too. By the way, why is your hair color like that? Is all this allowed in Kiyo High School? Looks like you can do whatever you want because you're some rich dad's daughter. Hearing Saku's words, Subaru felt really bad, but suddenly Rennaro stopped Saku and said, Saku, stop. You're crossing the limit now. Anyway, you're not the kind of person who says such things.
Saku became quiet. Rennaro continued, This is the same girl who was standing at our school gate that day. Today I saw her in the library and was apologizing for scaring her that day. I started the conversation first. Then Ayato whispered in Osami's ear, "That day you were the one who scared this girl." Hearing this, Osami stepped forward and apologized to Waguri for that day. Waguri also apologized for everything because she felt it all started because of her. She also told Subaru to apologize. But Subaru started leaving from there. Waguri also went with Subaru. Even after going to the library, Subaru kept saying bad things about Chidori schoolboys. But as soon as she remembered that Rennaro had stopped Saku, she stopped and asked Waguri, "Waguri, what do you think about that blonde-haired guy?" Waguri said, "He's a very good person." Hearing this, Subaru somehow didn't feel good. Even after reaching home, Rennaro was studying. But he couldn't understand what Saku had taught. Then Waguri's call came. Both talked about the day's incident and sorted everything out. Waguri said, "Rennaro, what you did today was really cool. Thank you for protecting me." Hearing this, Rennaro got shy because no one had ever called him cool before. But Waguri said, "Sorry, because these days I'm talking to you a bit too casually. I'll keep that in mind from now on." Rennaro asked, "Waguri, why do you talk to me so formally?" Waguri got shy and said, "Because I'm just a customer at your shop. If I talk too casually, it will feel a bit weird." Hearing this, Rennaro didn't feel good because he felt Waguri had distanced herself from him. Waguri invited Rennaro to study together on Saturday, and Rennaro agreed. But suddenly Rennaro said, "If you don't mind, from now on you can talk to me like I'm your friend." Waguri said, "Okay, I'll remember that." After the call ended, Rennaro was thinking what he had just said. He was feeling very embarrassed. On the other side, Waguri was also feeling nervous. Today is Saturday, and finally the day when Rennaro is going to study with Waguri. We see Rennaro going by train to meet Waguri. But at this time the guy was feeling really nervous. Then we see him looking outside and thinking, "This view is so nice, and I don't know how many times I've seen it. But still, I don't know why today the whole world feels different to me." Then as soon as he came out of the station, Rennaro saw Waguri and said, "Sorry, I got a little late. Hope you didn't have trouble." Waguri said, "No, nothing like that. I came a bit early." Then our guy thought, seeing Waguri, "Does she always look this cute?" Then both first reached a cafe and ate food. While eating, Waguri looked really happy. Then she said, "I always wanted to come to this cafe because it's a really good place to study. But, you know, the food here is also really good." Hearing this, Rennaro thought, how did I forget that Waguri loves food a lot and looks happiest when she's eating? After eating, Waguri said, "Now we should study." Here Rennaro also looked really excited about studying. But when Waguri was explaining something to Rennaro, they both came very close. As soon as both noticed this, they suddenly moved away. Both started blushing a lot. Then Waguri said, "Sorry, I came too close to you. I didn't do it on purpose." Rennaro said, "Hey, no problem." Then Waguri started teaching Rennaro. But bro, our guy couldn't focus at all. His heart was beating really fast. After studying for a long time, Waguri asked, "Rennaro, you said you don't want to fail this time at any cost. Can I know why you said that?" Rennaro said, "Yes, absolutely." Then he explained, after the midterm exams, there's going to be a sports festival. But if I fail the midterms, I won't be able to participate in the sports festival, and I definitely want to participate with my friends. Sorry, because I understand this is a bit weird reason. Hearing this, Waguri said, "Not at all. Rather, it feels really amazing. It sounds like the sports festival is going to be a lot of fun." Hearing this, Rennaro thought, she's really good at heart. She never judges anyone, instead appreciates them. Then Waguri said, "Rennaro, listening to you, it feels like you love your friends a lot." Hearing this, Rennaro got a coughing fit from shock. Waguri asked, "Are you okay?" Rennaro said, "Yes, I'm completely fine. But why did you say I love them?" She said, "I also love my friends a lot, and they're all amazing. Especially Subaru, we've been really good friends since we were kids. But people misunderstand Subaru. Actually, she's a really good person at heart. She just doesn't like boys because of her past. The last time you didn't judge Subaru, I felt really happy. Thank you so much for that." Then they started studying again. Rennaro was thinking, I always feel really happy listening to Waguri's words. After studying for a long time, both were about to leave for their homes. But before leaving, Waguri stopped Rennaro and took out a notebook from her bag and gave it to him. Inside were notes for Rennaro's midterm exams that Waguri had made herself. Seeing this, Rennaro got a little shocked and said, You also had to study, yet you did all this for me. Thank you so much for this. Waguri said, It's not that big a deal. Anyway, I want you to enjoy the sports festival with your friends. Later you have to tell me everything about the sports festival. Hearing this, Rennaro got a bit emotional. When Waguri started leaving, Rennaro again said, Thank you so much for all this. Then we see Waguri saying good luck to Rennaro and leaving. Rennaro thought, now I definitely don't want to fail this exam because Waguri worked so hard for me. I don't want her to feel bad because of me. Thinking all this, as soon as Rennaro moved forward to board the train, someone grabbed his bag from behind. We see it was none other than Subaru. She said, Do you have a little time? Because I want to talk to you. Then Rennaro and Subaru went inside the cafe and started drinking coffee. But Rennaro was thinking, it's gotten really late, yet she hasn't said anything. Then suddenly Subaru said, Rennaro, are you Waguri's boyfriend? Bro, hearing this, coffee fell from Rennaro's hand and his hand got a bit burned. The guy got shocked. Then Subaru gave Rennaro her handkerchief. Seeing this, Rennaro got a bit surprised and thought, why is she behaving so weird? Has something happened? I don't understand anything. Doesn't she hate me? Then we see Subaru asking Rennaro again, Are you Waguri's boyfriend? Rennaro said, Hey no, nothing like that. Whatever you're thinking, it's all wrong. Then Subaru asked, Then what is your and Waguri's relationship? Hearing this, Rennaro got a bit confused. He was thinking, is she my friend or just a customer? Then Subaru asked, Do you know Waguri only for a short time? Hearing this, Rennaro said, Yes, I know her only for a short time. Subaru said, Then that's good because I want you to stop meeting Waguri. Hearing this, Rennaro got a bit shocked and said, Are you saying this because I'm from Chidori school? Subaru said, Yes, absolutely. Rennaro said, I can understand there are a lot of issues between your school and our school. But Waguri and I, this is our personal matter, and there's nothing like what you're thinking between us. Subaru said, I can understand what you're saying. As far as I think, you're a good person too. Because that day outside the library I said a lot of rude things to you. Yet you didn't create any problem, instead supported us. But still, I hate Chidori school and boys. When I saw you with Waguri, I panicked. Because if any other person from Kiyo High School except me saw her, it would be a big problem for Waguri. You probably know well that our school students hate Chidori as much as our teachers hate Chidori even more. You probably know well that she's a scholarship student. Who knows what will happen to her because of that? Rennaro asked, Subaru, why do you care so much about Waguri? Then a boy came running and fell beside them. We see Subaru quickly got up and helped the boy. After getting up, the boy directly praised Subaru's hair and said, Your hair looks really beautiful. Then the child thanked Subaru and left with his mom. Then we see Subaru telling Rennaro, When I was little, Waguri also said the same thing to me that this child just said. When I was a kid, boys used to tease me a lot because of my hair color. They used to make a lot of fun of me. But Waguri protected me and said Subaru's hair is really beautiful. Since then till now, Waguri is a hero for me. After saying all this, Subaru suddenly got a bit emotional. She got emotional and forbade Rennaro from meeting Waguri and said, Please stop meeting Waguri. I know how hard she worked to get into Kiyo High School. That's why I don't want Waguri to lose the thing she worked so hard for. Though I also don't know if what I'm doing is right or wrong. It's possible that after knowing this, Waguri will hate me. But for me, Waguri's happiness is the most important. So please, I request you to stop meeting Waguri. Bro, after listening to all of Subaru's words, Rennaro remembered how much Chidori and Kiyo High hate each other. Rennaro also realized that Subaru cares a lot about Waguri. But in the end, Rennaro remembered Waguri's words where Waguri had told him, Chidori and Kiyo High don't matter to me. I just want to know you properly. Thinking all this, Rennaro said, "Sorry, but I can't do whatever you're saying." Hearing this, Subaru felt really bad. Then Subaru said, "After you left, I felt you would say something like this." Then we see Rennaro leaving from there. While going home, Rennaro was trying to study. But because of everything that happened today, Rennaro couldn't focus on his studies. The guy was getting really irritated. Seeing Rennaro irritated, some boys got really scared. They felt that Rennaro was irritated because of them. But actually something else was going on. Rennaro was thinking, Subaru is a really good girl at heart because she thinks so much for someone else. Not everyone is like her. Then we see the next station came, and 2 girls boarded the train. Even though there were 2 seats empty beside Rennaro, the girls didn't sit out of fear. Rennaro understood this and vacated the seat and started leaving. But the girls recognized Rennaro and thanked him while crying. But bro, our guy didn't recognize them at all. That's why the girls reminded Rennaro and told him, "Remember that day in the library you vacated the seat for us." Hearing this, Rennaro remembered who the girls were. Then Rennaro asked them, "Did you study well that day?" Hearing this, both girls got a bit scared. They said, "Yes, we studied really well that day, and really thank you so much for that." Then Rennaro said, "Okay. Hearing this makes me feel really good." Saying this, Rennaro started going further in the train. Then the girls noticed that Rennaro is a really good person. Rennaro stood further in the train and thought, "I was really surprised. I didn't think they would ever thank me." Anyway, their behavior was really good. They said thanks, but it seems they got a bit scared seeing me. Then Rennaro remembered how Waguri says thank you for every little thing. Rennaro kept thinking all this. Waguri is a really good person. I hope she doesn't get into any trouble because of me. Somewhere I feel Subaru is right. Remembering all of Subaru's words, he started getting even more sad. He couldn't understand what he should do now. Then we are directly shown a scene a few days later, where we see that Rennaro's midterm exam results have come. Their teacher, Sukachan, told them, "This time we're happy to know that Osami and Rennaro didn't fail." Hearing this, the whole class cheered loudly. Finally, they'll get a chance to participate in the sports festival and enjoy there. But first everyone praised Rennaro and Osami, then gave credit to Saku for their passing and also teased him a lot. Here Rennaro saw his marks. We see he got 59 marks. Seeing this, he got really happy. In happiness he thought, why not tell Waguri this news? He was about to message Waguri when he realized what Subaru had told him. All of Subaru's words started coming back to him. That's why Rennaro stopped himself and didn't message Waguri. At this time our guy got a bit upset. Then we see on the other side that all of them in excitement dropped Rennaro's bag. Saka saw this and started picking up Rennaro's bag and copy. Then Saku noticed something in Rennaro's copy. He saw that there was a note from Waguri in the copy in which Waguri had wished Rennaro good luck. After seeing all this, Saku got a bit shocked and then started asking Rennaro about Waguri. We see Saku asking Rennaro questions about the notebook, but Rennaro didn't give any answer. Then as soon as Ayato picked up the notebook and saw Waguri's good luck note, Rennaro snatched the notebook from his hand. Seeing this, Rennaro's friends got shocked because they couldn't understand why Rennaro was behaving so weird. The Rennaro they knew wasn't like this at all. Then Saku asked, "Rennaro, is this the same girl who was standing with you outside the library that day? That day you told us you were apologizing for scaring her. But that wasn't the case."
I was already feeling that you've been behaving weirdly for the past few days and hiding something from us. Even after hearing all this, Rennaro didn't answer any of Saku's questions. Saku said, "Are you still hiding something from us? Won't you say anything? Don't you have any answer to give us? Don't you want to tell us anything?" This scene became so serious that all the students present in the class stood quietly. Then Rennaro told Saku, "Sorry, I don't want to tell you anything about this." Hearing Rennaro's answer, Osami and Ayato got shocked, but Saku felt really bad about this. Of course it had to feel bad. Then when Rennaro went home, he started thinking about what happened between him and his friends. In all this, he started blaming himself. Then remembering Waguri's note, Rennaro said, "At least I should thank Waguri for this." Then Rennaro messaged Waguri thanking her and told her that he passed all subjects and it happened because of her. Hearing this, Waguri felt really good. Then Waguri messaged Rennaro that he should enjoy the sports festival properly. But then Rennaro remembered Subaru's words that being with Waguri could get her into trouble. That's why Rennaro didn't reply to Waguri's message. That is, he saw the message and left it. On the other hand, Waguri became happy that Rennaro had read her message. She started thinking, I don't know whether Rennaro will play football or baseball, and started thinking such things. The next day, we are shown Osami and Ayato, who are very upset because Rennaro and Saku are not talking to each other at all and are sitting very far from each other. Then Ayato told Osami to end their fight and reminded him when Rennaro had ended the fight between Saku and him. Hearing this, Osami got filled with enthusiasm and tried a lot to bring both together and also invited them to practice together after school. But both refused to practice with Osami. This made Osami very sad. Then Rennaro and Saku went towards their homes alone. When Saku was going home, suddenly Ayato and Osami came and caught him and said, Let's go home while talking. Saku said, No, I don't feel like talking. Ayato said, Are you serious about this? Do you really think we shouldn't talk? Saku walked ahead angrily and said, Stop it, both of you. I'm a bit angry right now, so leave me alone. Ayato asked, Saku, are you angry with Rennaro because he talks to a Kiyo High School girl? Saku said, That's not the issue. I felt bad that he doesn't trust us even a little. We're his friends. How can he hide all this from us? Especially when a person like me was able to fit into a school like Chidori only because of him. If he's troubled by something, I want to help him because for me, he's a hero. Osami said, Yes, that's true. Rennaro is an amazing person. He helps people a lot without thinking. Maybe right now he doesn't even know how you're feeling. But we know what a good person Rennaro is. Ayato said, Saku, maybe you noticed. But Rennaro said in class that he doesn't want to tell us about this. Maybe this is the first time he has expressed his feelings in front of us. I really liked that he at least said something instead of hiding like every time. Until he tells us, we won't know the whole thing. But I'm sure that one day Rennaro will definitely tell us everything. Hearing this, Saku's anger calmed down a lot. He started feeling a bit better now. After this, all three went out to roam together. Then we are shown a scene of Rennaro's shop. Here, Rennaro's mom noticed that Rennaro's mood was a bit off. But when she asked, Rennaro didn't tell his mom anything and started avoiding her questions. His mom asked, Are you sad because you failed the exam? Rennaro told her that he passed the exam. Hearing this, his mom got completely shocked because the boy who always fails, how did he finally pass? She said, Tell the truth. Did you cheat to pass the exam? How did you pass? Rennaro said, Hey dude, not at all. Have some faith in your son. Then his mom asked his highest marks. Then Rennaro told her his marks, which were 59. His mom still couldn't believe it. Meanwhile, Waguri came to the shop. Hearing her voice, Rennaro started hiding under the counter. Waguri said sorry to his mom for coming so late and asked if there was any cake left. His mom said, Yes, not as much as you eat, but you should come a bit early. Then Waguri told Rennaro's mom that she got really good marks in the midterm exam and that's why she's treating herself. Rennaro's mom was about to tell Waguri about Rennaro, but Rennaro told her to stay quiet. Still, his mom forcibly made Rennaro stand up and told Waguri, Rennaro passed the midterm exam well, and I still can't believe it. Waguri got shocked seeing Rennaro and started asking, How long have you been here? Then his mom told her that Rennaro was there from the beginning. Waguri started feeling a bit embarrassed. After that, Rennaro's mom noticed that Rennaro was troubled about something. So while going to the kitchen, she told Rennaro to take Waguri's order. After that, Waguri started choosing her cake. But then Waguri raised both hands in the air to high-five. But Rennaro asked, Why are you doing this? Waguri said, You passed the exam. That's why I thought we can high-five, and now you can also participate in the sports festival. Hearing about the sports festival, Rennaro remembered the fight with his friends and got a bit sad. Still, he high-fived Waguri and gave her order. Waguri noticed that Rennaro was a bit sad. She said, Rennaro, if you're not feeling good, you should eat a lot of food. We start with breakfast every day, and I eat a lot of breakfast every morning. Anyway, whenever I eat a lot. While saying this, Waguri forgot what she actually wanted to say. This scene was so cute that Rennaro started laughing loudly. Seeing him laugh, Waguri felt really good. After that, Waguri left for the station. Rennaro thought I was really confused for the past few days. But after talking to Waguri, now everything is clear. Waguri is an amazing person. Whenever I meet her, I feel really good. When Subaru forbade me from meeting Waguri, her words felt a bit right to me, but I clearly refused. Waguri is a really good and hard-working person. She only deserves respect. Whatever I'm feeling right now, I can't express in words. What exactly is all this? Have I fallen in love with her? After that, Rennaro read Waguri's message and hugged his phone to his chest and sat on the floor. On the other side, Waguri was standing at the station thinking about Rennaro. She found Rennaro's laughter really cute. She started reading their chat. Then a message came to her. On the other side, Rennaro also closed the shop and went home, where his mom had made amazing food for him. When asked, she said, "Today is a happy day because Rennaro passed the exam," though she still couldn't believe that Rennaro could get 59 marks. Rennaro showed his mark sheet. Seeing this, his mom got emotional and said, "I'm really happy today." Rennaro said, "I just passed. That's enough." "My marks aren't very good." His mom said, "Yes, you're right. But since you were little till now, you left many things in the middle. This time you didn't give up and worked hard and succeeded. I don't know why you suddenly studied so much, but there must be some good reason behind it. I feel you're troubled about something." Rennaro asked, "How do you know?" His mom said, "Don't worry, I won't interrogate you. Last time when you were troubled about Waguri, you apologized to her properly. That's why I know my son is not the kind of person who won't apologize when needed. Sometimes you get too troubled and forget what's important for you. But I'm sure you can decide right and wrong. I just want you to live your life well." Then the scene changes. Waguri reached to meet Subaru after reading her message. Subaru had called her to the place where they used to play in childhood. Waguri asked, "Yes, Subaru. Tell me what you want to talk about." "Why did you call me here?" Subaru said, "I want to talk about Rennaro." Hearing this, Waguri got a bit shocked and thought, what exactly is all this? Actually, we are shown Subaru's childhood past, where she was crying a lot. She was saying, "You absolutely shouldn't hang on the monkey bars." Waguri replied, "Oh, you're talking about that. Honestly, I really enjoy doing that." Subaru started crying even more and said, "This can be very dangerous for you. You shouldn't do that." Waguri said, "Okay, fine. I won't do it from now on." Then we are shown the grown-up Subaru who started thinking, she's really beautiful, very cheerful and very strong too. I consider her my hero. Then she hugged the child Waguri and said, "I wish I could become as strong as you." Then the present scene is shown. Waguri asked, "Now tell me what you want to talk about." Subaru said, "That day I talked to Rennaro. You know I saw you with him in the cafe, and after you left, I met Rennaro again. I told him never to meet you again. I'm very selfish, so please forgive me." Suddenly silence fell there. Then Waguri started laughing and said, "You scared me completely. You don't need to apologize like this." She further explained, "After what happened at the school gate that day, I understood well the tension between Chidori and my school. Honestly, I'm the one troubling you. You went to talk to Rennaro for my good." Subaru said, "If I can make you happy and have to do anything for that, I'm completely ready for it." Waguri replied, "Thank you so much for caring so much about me." Subaru got shocked and thought, why is she apologizing to me? Then again, a past scene is shown. She started thinking, what if Rennaro tells Waguri everything, or maybe he didn't say anything to Waguri? If that's the case, Waguri won't hate me.
But since I thought about this, I was having trouble even breathing because of guilt, and when it started troubling me a lot, I called Waguri to talk. I just wanted to remove this burden from my mind. Honestly, I'm a really bad person. Then the scene comes to present, where Subaru started apologizing to Waguri. She further said, "I tried a lot to change myself. I pretend like I'm very strong, but that's not the case at all. I wanted to become like Waguri. That's why I also started growing my hair like hers. Still, I'm a coward who depends on others. I feel I'm a really spoiled girl." Subaru started crying, calling Waguri's name again and again, apologizing. Then Waguri held Subaru and said, "You don't need to cry like this. I think we should play a bit. Come on. For now, let's play like before." Then Waguri started hanging on the monkey bars. She said, I haven't hung on monkey bars for a long time. When we were little, we used to hang like this. You used to get really scared at that time. Remember, I used to climb this a lot in childhood. I used to fall many times and it used to hurt a lot. Subaru said, Yes, it will hurt if you do that. Then Waguri said, Do you remember what you said to me after that? You were crying and saying, Waguri, you can't die. All the pain you're feeling, let it come to me. Hearing this, Subaru started feeling very shy and said, No, I never said that. Waguri said, No, you said that. I remember I got really shocked seeing you that day. After that, all my pain disappeared. Waguri said, Honestly, you've been really good since childhood. Subaru replied, I don't feel that way at all. I just become a burden on you. You're very kind. That's why you kept me with you. But Waguri said, No, not at all. That day, because of my carelessness, I fell from the monkey bars. And instead of scolding me, you started crying for me. And when you were crying a lot for me, I felt really happy. Subaru, it was you who was always with me.
I've always loved you a lot. After that, Subaru started getting a bit emotional. Then Waguri said, Subaru, I love you a lot. Subaru thought, honestly, Waguri has always been like this. She always thinks good about everyone. She wanted to tell me all this since that day. But now I think I understand what I have to do. After that, she hugged Waguri tightly, and this scene was really very cute. Then Subaru said, That day I had told Rennaro that you're a scholarship student. That's why no Chidori boy should meet you. But Waguri, I want to ask you, what do you want to do? Then Waguri said, Sorry, Subaru, but I really want to meet Rennaro. Then Subaru said, I have one more thing to ask you. Waguri said, Yes, ask. Subaru asked, Tell me honestly, do you like Rennaro? Waguri replied, Yes, you said right. I think I've started falling in love with Rennaro. Hearing this, Subaru got a bit happy. Then she further explained, When I told Rennaro to stop meeting you, do you know what he replied? He said, Sorry, I absolutely can't do that. Hearing this, Waguri became very shocked and started feeling a bit shy because she understood that Rennaro also has feelings for her. Then again, some glimpses of the past are shown. Subaru thought, I can never consider myself that kind. I'm still a coward. But despite that, Waguri told me that she loves me. She always trusted me. Then little Subaru pointed somewhere. Where Waguri was standing, little Subaru ran toward her saying, No matter what happens, I'll also trust Waguri completely. I'll always stay with her, and after that, I'll also walk with my head held high with you. After that, all the burden between both ended. Both started going home. Then Waguri looked at something on her mobile and got very shocked. Subaru asked, What happened? Why do you look so serious? Waguri said, Rennaro has messaged me. After that, we are shown Rennaro. He was very scared and thinking, Oh no, did I do something wrong by sending the message? He thought, I've thought a lot about this since that day. I think I should talk to Subaru once more. But I don't have any way to meet her. It's better that I ask Waguri directly. But it's gotten quite late. She still hasn't replied. Then suddenly Waguri's call came. Rennaro got scared and thought, I wasn't ready for this at all. Still, he picked up the call scared. Waguri asked, What exactly do you want to talk to me about? Rennaro said, Actually, I need to talk to Subaru about something. Waguri started laughing and said, Oh, is that so? Subaru is with me right now. Here, Rennaro wants to talk to you. Rennaro got even more shocked. What is Subaru doing there? Then Subaru asked, What exactly do you want to talk about? Rennaro said scared, About the conversation we had in the cafe. Subaru said, Rennaro, if you're free after school tomorrow, you can meet me. Rennaro agreed. Then the next day Rennaro reached there. Subaru was sitting on a bench in the park. Rennaro came to her and said, Sorry, but you don't have any problem meeting me, right? We're still in school uniform. There won't be any problem, right? Subaru said, No, everything is fine. I'm glad you thought about all this. Then she asked, What exactly do you want to talk to me about? Rennaro directly asked, Tell me what I have to do so that you give me permission to talk to Waguri or spend time with her. Subaru said strangely, You know, right, I'm not her mom that you're asking me all this. Rennaro said, No, that's not what I meant. That day when you talked to me, I thought a lot and understood what you wanted to say. There's a lot of hatred between Chidori and your school. That's why if we don't meet, no big scene will be created. But despite that, I still want to meet Waguri. But I don't want her to have any problem because of me. That's why I want to ask you what I should do so that I can meet Waguri without any problem. Then Subaru said, honestly, I was being very selfish when I forbade you from meeting Waguri, and you clearly refused. I also said a lot of bitter things to you. Honestly, you didn't get angry at all. Rennaro replied, why would I get angry? I know you were doing all this for Waguri. Honestly, you seemed really dangerous to me. But when you think so much about your friend, I think it's an amazing thing, and I respect it. I think you're a very kind person. That's why I want to know from you if there's any way that I can meet Waguri, and there's no problem.
Because ignoring a person who is so precious to Waguri, I can never do that. Hearing this, Subaru got completely shocked. Subaru got very happy inside and thought, honestly, Waguri, the person you fell in love with is a very kind and noble-hearted person. Honestly, dude, how stupid I am. I did very wrong with him. She said, if you want to meet her, you'll have to go a bit far from school. You can meet Waguri as many times as you want, whenever you want. I have no problem. Then suddenly a football hit Rennaro's stomach. That football was kicked by the same child who had met them in the cafe earlier. The child came and said, I think you both are very good friends. Hearing this, both got shocked and thinking about their school situation said, no, we're not friends. Then the child said, if you're not friends, then why are you both talking together? I think you're definitely good friends. Then his friends started calling him. After that, the child said bye and left. Subaru said, I think everyone thinks we're good friends. Rennaro said, yes, you're right. Then Subaru asked, so, do you want to be my friend? Rennaro got shocked and said, what are you suddenly saying? You know I'm from Chidori school, right? Subaru said, yes, I know. Then Rennaro asked, Subaru, has something happened to you? Upon which Subaru started smiling and said, this is a secret. And with this, the episode ended here. Honestly, this episode was really amazing. What do you think? Has Subaru started liking Rennaro? Definitely tell in the comments.